Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things and informative things that are happening right here in our community, and today will be no different. Today we're going to have a discussion about a very special part of our community that has both history on its side as well as a glimpse of the future. And we're going to talk today with an individual who's going to share as much information as he can in the limited amount of time that we have about this slice of Huntsville history. Joseph Lee is Executive Director of the Alabama A&M University Community Development Corporation. Welcome to the broadcast.
Well, thank you, Kenny. Thank you for inviting me.
It's good to have you here. And of course, you're a practicing housing and community development professional. You've had over 30 years of experience in the public sector as well as semi-public administrative roles and other kinds of opportunities throughout the community. You're still very active, taught at A&M for many years, and so we've got that bulldog thing in common here.
Absolutely.
Nothing like bulldogs in the house.
That's right.
And I want to start at the very beginning, which is usually where I start with people on these kinds of conversations. Tell us what the AAMU Community Development Corporation is.
Gladly. The Alabama A&M University Community Development Corporation was founded in 1999. It was founded for the purpose of addressing housing and social betterment issues surrounding the campus. At the time, surrounding Alabama A&M University, there were several neighborhoods that were going through some social problems, to include housing problems and a lot of police types of actions. The neighborhoods that we initially formed to start the Community Development Corporation were Meadow Hills, Edmonton Heights, and the Alabama A&M University. Matter of fact, the original name was that long, all three of those neighborhoods. But we shortened it to the AAMU Community Development Corporation for that purpose. So what the Community Development Corporation is, the goal of the Community Development Corporation is to bring A&M into the picture in terms of addressing issues surrounding the campus. We are a private, nonprofit entity. We're not A&M. All our forces and resources come from either federal grants, state grants, or from our own fundraising efforts. Mm-hmm. We receive no direct money from Alabama University at all.
Yeah, I think that's an important distinction to make, because a lot of times when people hear the name, they automatically make that marriage. Exactly. And people really need to kind of understand the distinction between that. And I think when people understand that, sometimes they not only understand a better context of what's happening, but they also can better understand how they might get involved in a particular kind of way. One of the things that I celebrate about the Community Development Corporation is the variety of services and initiatives that you're involved in. Talk a little bit about some of those things, because you've got after-school programs, you've got mentoring initiatives, you've got business initiatives and opportunities. You have so many different kinds of things going on.
Well, our goal is to collaborate with as many organizations as possible that's interested in improving neighborhoods in North Huntsville. We are involved with our after-school program. We got involved with the after-school program mainly because back in the early 2000s, many of the schools on the north side of town were having difficulties passing the state exam. So we set up an after-school program in collaboration with the university. That program still exists today. We still collaborate with Alabama A&M University. The after-school program is not only during the school year, but we also have our summer Help the Lifestyle camp. Today we have 35 kids enrolled in the camp, and they're out now at the Shower Center participating in one of the Shower Center program. But the other activities we have, we are trying to promote solar particularly in the North Huntsville area. So we have solar on our building. We are working with the North Huntsville Business Association, promoting their activities and trying to support what they're doing. We are working with A&M on the Normal Historic District Preservation Association, which is involved with preserving the history of the campus. The campus is has more historic buildings in a public setting than any place in Huntsville in terms of one public setting. We are also involved with the city school system. We work with MLK School. Many of our youth from the Edmonton Heights neighborhood actually attend MLK School. So we have a partnership with them. We also work with the Neighborhood Association, the Edmonton Heights Neighborhood Association. Matter of fact, we formed the Neighborhood Association. And we're working today, matter of fact, we have people in Edmonton Heights today repairing houses in conjunction with the City of Huntsville Community Development City of Huntsville Community Development Department, Deferred Maintenance Program. So we work with a variety of organizations, and let me not, and I don't want to miss anybody because we work with District 6, Bob Harrison. Bob Harrison is providing transportation to transport our 30 youths this summer, 35 youth this summer. And there are many others. I'm missing some, I'm sure.
Well, you know, and really making a good point, and of course, we both apologize for missing whoever we missed, but we love you. You know, chart it to our heads, not our hearts.
Exactly.
But you're making such a powerful point that we oftentimes talk about on this show, and that I talk about in the community as I move about the community. Collaboration is the key.
Exactly.
I know very few people who have everything they need. Very few people. Right. There are a few people out there maybe. But it really takes people coming together, pooling their resources, whether that's the financial aspect of that, whether that's the sweat equity aspect of that through volunteers, whether that's through a board that operates and they're engaged on a regular basis, whether that's the people in the neighborhood who value and appreciate where they live and want to see the best from that community. Right. It takes all of those things coming together in order to be able to make the thing work. And I know you have a great appreciation for that, as that seems to be a big part of the core of the mission of the CDC. It is.
It's a very, very big part. I can tell you some stories when we don't have time of when we first set up the Community Development Corporation. 3 little girls had been murdered in North Huntsville, and one of the bodies were dumped in the Edmonton Heights Park. And Mr. White, one of the girls' grandfather, he said to the newspaper, "Who's going to do it? Someone needs to do something about this problem." And that's when we decided we needed to set up this corporation and to bring all the talent from Alabama A&M University. So we was able to secure funds to acquire boarded up houses in Edmonton Heights, to rehab those homes and sell them to first-time home buyers. We actually set up a first-time home buyers club, and we taught the new home buyers how to maintain their properties and how to keep their properties. And out of the 18 properties we rehabbed over the many years, none have changed ownership. They bought the homes, they're still there in Edmonton Heights.
Wow.
Edmonton Heights. People want to be in Edmonton Heights. It's it's a neighborhood that has a lot of history, and people want to come back and live there.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned the history of Edmonton Heights, and of course, I've heard the lore about many of the professors from Alabama A&M University, the prominent business people from the city of Huntsville, the medical profession, individuals who lived in that particular community. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am an active member of the Historical Commission. I'm not on the commission, but I am definitely a historian by love. And we formed several organizations to help promote the history of the areas around Alabama A&M University. Alabama A&M University has a rich history. And the surrounding neighborhoods also have a rich history, because as we go back to our early history, we know that we had segregation, et cetera. And during these particular periods, those communities were vibrant places. Edmonton Heights was a vibrant place where professors from the university intermingle with staff from the university, intermingle with prominent leaders, black leaders, preachers, lawyers, like you said, medical and other type professionals, all lived in the same neighborhood. Whether you was a janitor or you were a president of a university, you lived right together, and the children played together. So we have people coming back once a year talking about how they enjoyed living and growing up in Edmonton Heights.
And to have the kind of facelift that Edmonton Heights has gone through has to be pretty significant in terms of what it does for the community and what it does to change the course, perhaps, of a community.
We really have to, we do live in a very vibrant city. We have a lot of people who come together to help out. We work with city government pretty strongly to get resources to help do the things we need to do in the neighborhood. The Edmonton Heights, when we first got started, was going through a transition. It was transitioning, I'm gonna use the term down, because of the number of absentee landlords and vacant properties and properties that had been lost because of family-related issues. We purchased 18 of those and started the corporation, and we rehabbed, and I said before, we rebuilt those and sold to low to moderate income families. And those families are still living in Edmonton Heights today. But we're also in the process of, we have at least 10 more that we want to do in the next year. With the help of hopefully the city, we hope to do at least 10 more houses, acquire and rehab 10 more abandoned houses. We generally focus on abandoned properties. I want to mention one thing before we finish this interview. On July the 15th, we're having an event at the Alabama A&M University Exhibition Center. It's called July Jam. It's really a fundraiser for the Community Development Corporation. There will be a live band that evening from 6 until 10, but during the day from 2 until 5, we will be having a fun day for the kids from Edmonton Heights, and any kids in North Huntsville. Well, any kids in Huntsville in general can come to the fun day. We'll have a live auction and we'll have a raffle. We'll have not church vendors, but vendors, truck vendors and et cetera will be there to help promote the event and bring people out. So we're looking for a very large crowd.
It sounds like fun.
Right, thank you.
So if people want to find out more information about the Alabama A&M University Community Development Corporation, how would they go about doing that?
We'll have two ways. We can go to our website, which is AAMU CDC at AAMU EDU. Okay, that's one place. You can also call me. Our main number is 258-0774. Or they can email me. My email address is joseph.adamlee@gmail.com. Those are ways that I can be contacted.
Absolutely. We never want to leave people hanging, especially after you provide such great information. People may want to reach out to you for sure. Right. Joseph Lee is Executive Director of the Alabama A&M University Community Development Corporation. That's a mouthful. Glad you guys shortened that from the other ones that you had in the past. Thank you for being here with us, and come back again sometime and share some more news with us.
Thank you, Kenneth, for inviting me, and I will do that.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
I want to thank you for being a part of our conversation today, and we hope that you will tune into this broadcast on a regular basis. We hope that you will like our Facebook page, which is Impact with Kenny Anderson, where you can see a video of the show that you just watched, as well as behind-the-scenes shots of what happens once the camera stops rolling. For Impact, I'm Kenny Anderson. Have a great day.